Great morning, great morning, great morning. I am Nicole D. Jones, and I am just so happy and grateful for another day. I'm happy and grateful for you. I'm happy and grateful for life. I'm happy and grateful for another day to be able to look at Nicole D. Jones, to right my wrongs, to find out if everything that we've been doing 3 days a week really works. Well, why do you say that, Nicole? Because this week is spring break for Jaden. And so we have taken a vacay, which is, I don't know, when is the last time I actually took a whole week off at work, but I took off and we came home and we came to San Antonio, and I've been with my mom since Saturday. That part, but it's all good. I'm happy and grateful. Why do I say I'm thankful for the trip? Because I tell you guys all the time, and I believe it. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am prosperous. You are healthy. You are wealthy. You are prosperous. But we all know that our past is our past. People see what they want to see. And when we're tested on it, do we really believe that we're healthy, we're wealthy, and we're prosperous? And I tell you, within 48 hours, the trying and testing, I had to get up and I had to stand in my authority, okay? Regardless to who it's with. No disrespect, not throwing no one under the bus. But when you go back home and you haven't been home, I mean, I haven't been in San Antonio just a visit in years. It's always been for a reason. But then even with my mom, we haven't seen each other for over a year due to COVID and other things. And sometimes they don't believe you healthy, wealthy, and prosperous. Sometimes you just the little kid that, parents, sometimes they just see everything that they want to correct. But being able to just be in a place and in a posture, I had to do a couple text messages to my sister to vent it out. But at the end of it, I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am prosperous. And it's not dictated by what someone else says or thinks. All right? Y'all catch that. But again, know that you are those things. Know that everything that your hands go to touch, they must, they shall, they will, they prosper. And you can't do anything but grow, okay? I forgot one thing. Let me do this real quick. Cannot. But of course, today is our Manifest Monday. And I don't know how long we're gonna keep these acronyms, but y'all, we're gonna say it long enough where y'all know. So on Mondays, what is our mindset? We speaking some things. On Wednesdays, what's our mindset? We're encouraging each other to know that we're warriors and we're victorious. And what's Friday? Man, Fridays have been, whoop, Lord. If you don't know you free, Friday's been reminding us that we are free. But April is also Financial Literacy Month, okay? And what I've been studying since I've been in San Antonio, just reading. I've been reading different books, and I've been taking the time just because I finally have time to kind of invest some more reading time in myself. And so with it being Financial Literacy Month, I want us, especially today, all right? Listen, we say we're healthy. We say we're wealthy, wealthy. And we say we're prosperous, right? Okay, we need to understand that it's the love of money that's an issue, not money. Now, my mom had asked me probably yesterday, she said, if you had $300,000, what would you do with it? And I immediately was like, Mom, I don't want to talk about money with you. See, just one of the examples, okay? Just one of the examples. So I was like, Mom, I don't want to talk about money with you. And I was just like this, like, see, I had to put the little gangster face on, the respectful gangster face, because I told y'all my mother's Korean. So her view on money, which is 110% correct, I've not always lined up with her view. We've talked about that before. It's my sister that, was been better with money than me. So, anytime a money conversation comes up, I'm like, all right, this is just a straight trap. I said, Mom, I don't want to talk about money with you. She asked me again. I was like, Mom, I don't want to talk about money with you. And she's like, okay, well, then I'll give all my money to your sister. Do what you need to. I'm good, right? But then, so I'm texting my sister like, blah, blah, blah. Then I start thinking about it. And it's like, Nicole, you're healthy, you're wealthy, and you're prosperous. You can answer that question. See, this is why I said this has been a good trip for me. Either I believe the things I say or I don't, even though I may not naturally be where I think she's expecting me to be. My answer is my answer. And I'm not, I'm unapologetically not ashamed of what my answer is. So why was my tongue bridled? Okay. So she was out with Jade and she came back in and I said, I have the answer to your question. And I answered the question. Now, why do I share that? Because one thing with me, and one thing she said when she said that she was going to give, her money to my sister, she's like, yeah, because, you don't care about money anyway. And, because I'm one of those carefree people. But in it, again, like I said, we haven't been around each other. So she doesn't know how I am or not am with money. Okay. And how things have changed. But I know my perspective. I know my habits. I know things have changed. And I know I have things to show for it. Okay. I don't have to prove anything. See, that was all that getting people free. So I answered. But the reason I share and what I'm excited about in sharing the answer, I realized $300,000 is nothing. Now, I would have looked at $300,000 before as something like unobtainable. $300,000 is nothing because for what I needed to do, it only resolves two of my debts, and then leaves me a little amount to invest. Okay, because my answer was to pay these specific things off and to invest the rest. Okay, so I don't need any cash flow for myself. So for me, that was already a major accomplishment. All right, because I understand this has changed. But why do I say this? Because it's Manifest Monday. And what we're going to do is we're going to recognize that if we do not still live in a poverty mentality, there was a time that maybe you did. But you have to be able to see that to go from poverty to prosperity. All right? Mentality, because we're healthy, we're wealthy, we're prosperous. Everything that my hands go to touch, it must manifest and grow. So what I have to understand is it's the love of money that can make us mess up. It's when you think of that 300,000 and the first thing you think of is you going on a shopping spree. Girl, pay your rent. Now, the last 2 months, we've been talking at the beginning of the month, like how everybody, well, not everybody. Some people just be heavy. They don't know how they're going to pay their bills, this and that. But then if I gave you $300,000 right now, first thing you thinking about is doing you. No, sir, no, ma'am. Okay. Everything is here, our mindset. So what's the first thing? Why am I bringing this up? Because it's Financial Literacy Month. And we have to understand that we need to break a poverty mentality, robbing Peter to pay Paul. Okay. Putting our wants before our needs. All of this falls into a poverty mentality to a prosperity mentality, okay? Because we're speaking this to ourselves already. So we got to start shifting our perspective. And the reason I'm using prosper versus wealth is because I tell y'all all the time, the wealth comes from within us, okay? Healthy, I mean our physical body. Wealthy, I mean our internal body. Prosperity, health, wealth, prosperity, I mean the things that people are going to sip off of our overflow of our own cup, okay? So we got to go from a poverty mentality to a prosperity mentality. How do you do that? You got to keep money in its right place. All right. So I am so happy and grateful now that I am healthy, that I am wealthy, that I'm prosperous, that everything that my hands grow to touch, it must manifest and grow. We say this. I'm so happy and grateful now that my mindset is on prosperity. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am worth $100,000 liquidity by the end of this year, December 31st, 2021. I'm so happy and grateful now for these different things, okay? I'm live, so if you come over here, they're gonna see you. All right. But so that's my mom. She coming out like, what is wrong with her? This part, you know, I ain't gonna deviate. Okay, so I'm so happy and grateful now that I have a prosperity. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am the giver, all right? And not the receiver. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am debt free. We have to begin to understand, and the only way you can speak these things and believe them is to break up a poverty mentality and keep a prosperity mentality, all right? You have to do that. You have to do that. Wealth is not money, all right? Wealth is a lifestyle. When you're wealthy, it's how you live. It ain't just because you have money. Because to be honest with you, wealthy people are usually not flashy. Steve Jobs kept a pair of tennis shoes on and some jeans, okay? You usually notice wealthy people buy accessories, if you think about it. But anyway, so how do we stay in this place, right? You got to understand that we're rulers of the earth, okay? We have dominion over all things. It's who we have been created. This is how Jehovah God created you. It just is what it is, all right? So why do I say that? Because you have to master money. You don't serve money, you master money, all right? You're not the servant, all right? We serve one another in humility, but when it comes to money, we can never love it. Why can we serve one another in humility? Because we love one another. We'll never love money, so we'll never serve it. Get that in your head, okay? You master it all the time. So what is it? What's another affirmation we're going to add? I'm so happy and grateful now that I master money. Money does not master me, all right? This financial literacy month. Take some time in the month of April, because there are going to be people all over social media giving free workshops, free webinars, all these things. Find someone that you can actually review and know that they know what they're talking about. Everyone's going to have a different opinion, but if you feel peace on joining something or getting the education, do it. Because you got to remember, everything that you do, you should be testing a spirit by a spirit. All right. That again, everything goes back to the word. But what does that mean? Everything that is said to you, you need to know yourself well enough to know what parts lay comfortable with you and what parts you throw away. All right. Because it's like that. Everything that's spoken is not for me to digest and hold on to. Some stuff I just need to chew it and spit it out. I take the flavor of it, of what I need from it, and then I let it go, okay? But this month, there'll be all kinds of things that will be educational tools to help you financially. It's Financial Literacy Month. So I just wanted to come today and I wanted to share that with you, okay? I want you to know, and you also have to know that even when you think of back in the day, or for any of my traders who are on the line, you know, when we first learn about trading, or even anyone who learns about money, when you learn the history of it, when you go back in the day, way back, even before Jesus was here, there was the bartering system, okay? It's the same thing. So there's still this whole bartering, because bartering is just exchange. It's this. It's like this. Okay? You want groceries? You exchange them for money. Bartering. Back in the day when they didn't have money, you needed I got a talent. I got something in my house that you need. I got flour. You have sugar. We barter, okay? So that we both can have those different things. It's the same thing with money, all right? Without money, you cannot make it economically, all right? Because the world revolves around money, period. You know, it's cool for y'all who were able to get the stimulus. That wasn't shade. Y'all catch that? Who was able to get the stimulus? It's good. I'm glad you did. I'm not hating because I love everybody. All right. But here's the deal. Yes, I believe Biden wanted to help you. I believe he wanted to help us. But I promise you that the bigger picture was because they knew 95% of the people would spend it. So what does that do? It circulates money back. Okay. So now you got money. It don't matter that you couldn't pay your bills for a year. You get that little, what was it? $1,200, $1,400, total of $2,000. So however you get it, you got $2,000 in one lump sum. I don't care what you wrote down on paper to say you was gonna do. I don't care. When that money hit that account, only 5% was able to follow the paper. But the government was expecting that, okay? Because in order for businesses to stay open or to get back open or whatever, money has to revolve. Money has to start circulating. Money has to start moving again, all right? The economy cannot make it without money. So, is it relevant? Yes. Are you supposed to have it? Absolutely. But do you love it? No. Okay? So, again, today we're speaking things, we're manifesting things. All of these different things that we're doing, we just have to know. Manifest Monday. Speak these things into your life because you are them. You do deserve them. Every affirmation, when I say them, I'm speaking on affirmations. Everything that you speak in your life, it shall and it will manifest and grow. Okay? I told y'all last week, we going into April. If you look and move and think the same way that you did at the beginning of the top of the year, y'all need to go on to the YouTube channel. I am Nicole D. Jones. Type it out like a sentence and go from the beginning. There's a playlist that starts from the first self-confidence when we went to the self-confidence formula, and I just add them, okay? I add them into that playlist. Go back. It's not about me, all right? I share with you what's on my heart to share, but one thing I know, if nobody else don't want to see it, all right? If my mother don't want to see it, it's fine. One thing I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, I am not who I was before, all right? My mindset has shifted and changed, and my life exemplifies it. I don't have to get in word battles with anybody, all right? Because I'm not trying to prove anything. But I'm saying this to you to say everything I share is because I do believe you are healthy, wealthy, and prosperous, and I want to see you walk and live in it, all right? Our journey is purpose. We are already in purpose. We're not looking for purpose. Every day we wake up, we're in purpose. And I just want to see you get the fulfilling and the fulfillment of every day you have on this journey, okay? It's a fixed fight. Every day we win. No matter what something looks like or feels like, we've already won, okay? So again, I am Nicole D. Jones. Speak life to yourself, all right? Speak those things into your life that you know you want to see manifest and grow and prosper because you're worth it. Okay, you're worth it. You're worth it. All right. We don't speak death to ourselves, and we don't allow anyone to speak it to us. I just told Jaden this last night because he got in trouble, and I went and he was hiding, and I seen him and he's crying and he's saying stuff. And I was like, see, because y'all already know, listen, I don't play them games. All right. What you probably think he'd get in trouble for what he did. I'm like, what are you saying to yourself? How are you making yourself cry? What are you saying? And I had to tell him, even when you make a mistake, you never speak anything negative to yourself. You look at what you did wrong, you make it right. If you're sorry, you say you're sorry, and then you do your best. Okay? He's 7. But even there, our natural instinct is to start beating ourselves up or being hard on ourselves. Indeed not. It's not what we're doing, okay? We are speaking life to ourselves, and we are going to walk this thing out, and we're going to see it prosper and grow in each other's lives. So again, I am Nicole D. Jones. I want you to continue to walk in your health, your wealth, your prosperity, your freedom, all right? Your prosperous mind. Understand that we are not hungry, we are not thirsty, and we are not broke, okay? Because we're wealthy inside, all right? It's an infinite number of what we're worth. And everything, our bank accounts, our revenue, our businesses, our books, everything gonna line up with it and produce what we need to stay afloat in this economy. How about that? Put money in the right space for you, all right? So I want you to continue to have a fantabulous rest of the day, and I will see you in 48 hours. Smooches.